Push your mother. Push your mother. Hit her mother. Hit her. Yo, man, good morning, man. C Students in Detention, comedian André Mulligan, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We are here. We are back. We on something else right now, man. We on something else right now, man. I don't know if y'all understand that comedians are under attack, that we're getting targeted. What's up, B? We getting targeted. That's why I got my muscle shirt on right now. I wish as a comedian right now, man, we got to be up there with them hands, man. Shut up. Now, the first time something like this happened to me, I was just at a mic and a guy came at me that way. People don't understand that when you out there doing comedy, that we literally at some point we ain't putting our life in danger. But what I would say is that people can't take jokes. People want to try to come at you. People want to target. And hey, Dave Chappelle talked about this a long time ago. He was like, man, I wish somebody would run up on stage and try some shit with me. And what happened? Now, I will say this, and I want to say this, and I know this might not be agreeable to a lot of people. Protect yourself. Don't try to really ultimately harm a person. They shouldn't have been to do arms back and all that, man. That's they taking anger out. You know what I'm saying? So because that's no different than police brutality. I understand. You know, a lot of y'all might not agree with this. Hey, stump him out, whoop his ass for a second, but don't dismember the guy. You know what I'm saying? It's a word. I wasn't there, but it is when you jump your ass on stage and you run and someone has to protect themselves. That's what we got to figure out. Excuse me. What's the guidelines? How far should you go? How far could you go? Because he could have harmed him. He had a knife on him that he could have stabbed Dave Chappelle. Then is that a way to nail you want to rip? You know what I'm saying? I guess they was using him as an example. You know what I'm saying? He was an example. You come on the stage and we gonna twist and bend and rip your ass. But I honestly think that a lawsuit might come out of this. I hate to say it that way. I think it is. I will have to speak to some of the people that I know that are lawyers, because it's one of those situations where somebody breaking your house and they fall and cut their leg on a knife. They can sue you. They can sue you. Now, he did jump on the stage. He did do this. So what they're going to say is what we're going to have to figure this out. They'll say, hey, were they wrong for breaking? Because clearly we got a video of them stumping the shit out the dude. Hey, I think it's okay. But it's how hard were they stumping him, right? Did they stump him like on Don't Be a Menace? You know what I'm saying? Did they stumble like Don't Be a Menace? Were they jumping over each other and landing on top of them? What were they doing? Y'all got to understand, man, what we doing on stage, like, it is a very dangerous thing out there right now, especially being, they were protesting yesterday here in LA. There was a riot. Well, I'm not in LA. I'm 40 minutes from LA. They were rioting. A lot of people didn't know that because you got the Roe v. Wade thing right now, right? And you got the controversial thing between Roe v. Wade, and you also got the LGBTQ and the feminists that are attacking Dave Chappelle. So he has to be on all defenses. Like, oh. And the crazy thing about it is Donnell Rawlings wasn't there. Now, if Donnell Rawlings would have been there, it would have been a whole different thing, because he probably would have tackled the dude before Dave Chappelle tackled, because most likely he would have been on stage with Chappelle. Are right there. So he would have saw the dude coming. So those are two different things that we have to understand the perspective of what's going on. Now, I don't know if y'all understand about the Supreme Court justice trying to strike down Roe v. Wade, which is now taking away a woman's right to choose, right? I don't like talking about politics on that end because I have nothing to say when it comes to a woman's body. So, therefore, I am pro-woman. Does it make sense? Does that make sense? What I mean is, it is not the government that I believe that should be making choices about a woman's body, even though I don't know who circumcised me. I don't know who did that. How y'all know I want to be cut? You know what I'm saying? How do y'all know? How y'all know Andre wanted to be cut? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How do y'all know that? Is that the government? Is that a parent thing? Is that a doctor thing? Is that the thing? So when you look at things like that, but you talking about a woman's right to choose. This is talking about women who are getting raped, women who are having got pregnant, accidentally slipped up first time. Son, it is a woman's right to choose. Now, people hate the fact that Dave Chappelle spoke on this. So you got the women's rights, you got the women's activists that are coming at him, talking about, hey, he shouldn't have been saying that. But hey, man, we are comics. We are comedians. We are going to speak on what's going on. Let's speak on one thing. Black people don't get along, right? We know this, but is it a joke that black people don't get along? And then when you talk about black people, and anytime you say black people don't get along, people be like, what? What? Black people do get along? Well, we can look at the crime rate. We can look on the factor of black on black violence, since people said that's a media hype. So the person that attacked Dave Chappelle yesterday, was he black? Yes, he was. What are we doing here, y'all? What are we doing? You know, what are we doing? Are we trying to kill the messengers? We as comics are messengers. We speak and we have a voice, and we speak about something, a reckoning, where a lot of y'all can't speak about it. A lot of y'all can't talk about it. A lot of y'all can't go there. You know what I'm saying? This is a barrier to open it up for y'all to be able to actually open conversation up to the narrative of what's going on and what's wrong with the world. What's going on? What's wrong with the world? What is wrong with the world? The problem is that a lot of y'all are fighting battles that y'all don't know what the hell y'all fighting for. Now, could this guy being crazy? Yeah, this is LA. It's a lot of crazy folks out here. But to jump on stage, and I think I heard that he might have been transgender. Now, if that is the case, now this changes the whole dynamics of the situation between Chappelle, because him and LGBTQ, mainly trans, don't get along at all. So you're saying he didn't pull a knife out on him, he just tackled him. You know, it could have been worse, because he had enough room to stab the shit out of Dave Chappelle. So therefore, that's why he got his ass beat like that. But should they have twisted his arm back like that? Oh, good Lord. You don't supposed to do that to a person, man. There is a right and wrong to fix a wrong, right? You know what I'm saying? And this is what I mean. If you know that you can whoop somebody's ass, or you already have somebody, if you already have somebody subdued, it might not necessarily be Chappelle that was doing all that shit, but his security guards or whoever bent that man's arm back. Hey, man, y'all about to make Dave Chappelle have to pay a price for that shit. He gonna pay a little price for what the man. God damn it, y'all. We gotta stop taking our anger out on people. Both sides. The man was angry. He jumped on stage. He did wrong. You were wrong. Pow! Knocked his ass out. Beat him up. Boom. But there is a too far. There's a too far. Right? So, I was talking about this the other day. And some people might agree with me. Some people might not agree with me, right? So let's say, I think the reason why a lot of women don't cheat out here on these streets is because they don't know what a man is going to do. Now, y'all might not necessarily agree with that, but I don't think it has necessarily a lot of shit to do with loyalty. I think it's loyalty to a certain extent. I definitely think it's loyalty to a certain extent. I think women don't cheat because they don't know how men are going to react, right? A man's not scared of that, right? A man's not scared of that. So when you look at a situation like the Dave Chappelle situation, when you look at the fact that the guy running on stage, because we have to really play this down, and we have to understand the reason why this stands out so much, because you got to look at Will Smith, right? Will Smith attacked Chris Rock on stage. He didn't get his ass beat. He didn't get locked up. He didn't get dismembered. None of that stuff happened. Oscars are somebody with money, right? But then you get the situation like this where the guy attacks Chappelle, he just gets his ass beat. But then you got a situation like OJ Simpson, right? OJ Simpson, if that is the case, if you look at the OJ Simpson case and you look at the fact that this man had been beating on this woman, right? Beating on this woman. There was signs, there was attention, there was police being called and everything, and nothing was done about it. And then you look at the situation and say, wow, do stars get to do things that regular people don't get to do? Do men get to do things that women can't do? Do women get to do things that men can't do? Right? So I think the reason why I'm putting this all into the context is saying that men have to be men. We have to be men. So as the muscle out here, as men, as the people that we are, we have to learn to stop doing the wrong shit. I love Chappelle, love him to death. Hey, go check on that man in the hospital. All right. Go check on that man in the hospital. I'm sorry, bro. You were wrong. You were out of line. You shouldn't have did it. But that motherfucker's in pain today. Fellas, go talk to these women out here. Go ask them their thoughts on Roe v. Wade. Go ask them their thoughts on abuse. Go ask them their thoughts on the LGBTQ. Go ask them those thoughts on those things so we can all understand where everybody's at. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so many new topics and so many different discussions. I know I kind of feel like I'm all over the place, but I'm not. I'm with me. If you're not with me, you behind me, okay? If you're not with me, you behind me. If you ain't behind me, motherfucker, you better walk beside me, because you get in front of me, I'm going to walk faster, okay? That's what we do. We pace ourselves and we walk fast. Ain't that right, Jackie Dacky? Jackie Dacky. Jackie. He ready to go outside, man. So, I want people to understand this, man, is that, I'm not one of those people that I'm not one of those people that talk bad about comics. I'm not one of those people talk bad about politicians. I look at y'all like this. Speak your goddamn mind, but don't put your hands on nobody. And who do we blame for jumping on the stage? Can we go back? Can we go all the way back to the Kanye West MTV Awards? Is he to blame for people jumping on stage? Is he to blame because he jumped on stage, but he did not put hands on? He just snatched the mic. Snatched the mic from him. So when you talk about the entertainment, you talk about the grassroots of disrespect. When you think about abuse, right? Let's go. The reason why I'm putting all this stuff up together, because stars are regular people too. Stars are regular people too, and they need to be held responsible for the things that they do, regardless of what it is. So I will say this, and I will openly say this, and you might not agree with it. You don't have to agree with it. Okay, if you jump your ass on stage, if you jump your ass on stage, you deserve to get your ass whooped, not injured like that. You know what I'm saying? It sounds weird. Okay, fellas, if you get a woman pregnant, and I've been in this situation before, shut the fuck up. It's not your call. We as men, we have to stop doing that because we don't know better. We believe that we know better than women. We don't. We don't. We a lot of us act like we know the better choices for women, their bodies, and stuff like that, what's right for them, what they can do. And I am a person who have went through this, and I look at myself in the mirror every day, and I feel upset that I did not allow a woman to really, like, when guys talk to women about abortions and to get abortions and stuff like that, a lot of us don't really think about her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't think about her. They think about their own asses. Oh man, this is gonna hurt me. This. But we're not thinking about what she wants, what she needs, and what's better for her body. I think one of the best things I did is kind of try to make sure I I looked at myself and said, "All right, dog, you got to have that conversation with yourself. If my boys in my whooping somebody ass, hey man, that's enough. Who broke his arm like that, man? Don't do that, man. You all right, bro? Don't run your ass on stage, man. You going to jail, but nah, man, fix his arm, man. That's you know what I'm saying? We 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 have to be able, as men, we have to be able to stop the bullshit out here. We have to be able to stop it because we continue to allow this shit. I was talking to one of my exes called me recently, and she had recently had a baby, and the dude that she just had a baby with is having another baby now. They broke up, and he's having another baby, so this is third baby in the same situation. I'm like, look, man, y'all know better. Y'all know better. Why y'all keep letting these men stick their dick in y'all with no condom on? They got kid after kid after kid after kid. Who fucking fault is that? Right? Who fault is it? Man, we got to make better decisions. We got to learn to think because we always act out of aggression and we only act on our own parts. We don't think about nobody fucking else. A lot of us ain't thinking about what nobody else is going through and what they feel. We only look at ourselves. We only look at ourselves like that when we get older, and we be like, damn, man, you know something, man, I really fucked up out here. I really fucked up out here. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You fucked up. And you should know better. You know what I'm saying? You should know better. You should know better. But we not we a lot of us ain't man. Being a man is defending yourself. Being a man is defending yourself and defending your thing. But our number one thing is when we talk about protecting the woman, when they talk about protecting the woman to me is listening to her, is having her back, and knowing that she understands. Hey, look, dog, I'm not making $200,000 a year right now. Maybe next year. Not maybe next year I will be. But I'm gonna give you everything I can, and I'm gonna show you every way to make sure that we're good. You know what I'm saying? So if there's ever a situation where my girl get pregnant, it is I'm here. I'm here. I'm definitely here, but I had to learn to get there. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to learn to get there. And the reason why I'm putting these two things together, because us as men, we have to learn to stop the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Stop the bullshit. The situation with the Chappelle stuff, hey man, stop the bullshit, man. Don't let them hurt this motherfucker, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's weird because I'm a comic and I know y'all gonna be like, what do you mean, Andre? I don't believe in hurting people. You know what I'm saying? I'll whoop your ass. I will beat you up, but I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna gouge your eyes out and try to break your wrists and break your arms and break your feet and do like I have enough respect for a person that I'm trying to beat up that's trying to hurt me than to physically impair them for the rest of their life. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I don't know if that's bad or good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if that's bad or good. Like, I beat a nigga up, and if they fall to the ground, I'm not going to kick them. Like, stand back up. I'll whoop your ass again. But I'm not going to kick you in your face. I'm not going to stump you. You know what I'm saying? But everybody don't have the same kind of ideology as you. I always had rules. My rules was I don't kick niggas when they on the ground. I don't jump niggas. I've never jumped anyone. Anyone. I don't believe in jumping. I believe in fighting one-on-one. Now, if you swing on two niggas, you fighting two niggas. But I don't believe on my mom used to get on me and my brother like, y'all, why y'all fight them together? Y'all don't fight them one-on-one. No, mom, we got hands. We got hands out here on these streets. Security, do your damn job, but don't hurt a motherfucker. Don't kill a motherfucker. Fellas, we are too aggressive. We are. It's a good aggressive and it's a bad aggressive. A bad aggressive is reversing Roe v. Wade. That is 6'3". What is 6'3" right now in the Senate? I mean 6'3" in the Supreme Court. Or five, what is it? 6'3", right? 6'2", 6'3". I think it's 6'3". I think it's 6'3". I think it's 6'3" when it comes to the Roe v. Wade. Let me double check because I want y'all to understand the reason why I'm kind of bringing this up, because when we look at these Supreme Court justices, they've been lining this shit up for years, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like they've been lining this up. How many justices? How many judges is it? Let's see. So there's 9 Supreme Court justices. The Supreme Court always have 9 justices. Who are the 12? Hold on. It's 9, right? Yeah. So it's 9 judges, right? So it's 9 Supreme Court judges. And it's a 6-3 break. 6-3 break. And they on there for the rest of their life, which means they can go back and overturn everything that is democratically right for people who need it. So what can we say? What can we do about this situation? You know what I'm saying? Like we have to, this world is in turmoil right now, man. This city, this country, this everything is just like everything is in turmoil right now. And I never thought it would be a day when they are pushing LGBTQ rights over a woman right to choose. That is fucking crazy. That is absolutely and positively crazy to me, because we don't, as a man, I don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? So how y'all gonna take the choice from the woman now? Y'all took the choice from the man. Now y'all taking the choice from the woman. So who get the choices? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it makes no sense. Why don't we just do this? Why don't we just say, hey, what is morally right for you is acceptable, unless it's murder, death, or kill. Now, people call abortions murder. It's not murder. Okay? It's not murder if it's before certain whatever. Now, I don't want to talk about this because I remember in the 12th grade, I was taking Miss Wolf class. We was taking family life. We was taking Miss Wolf class. Actually, it was my senior Dallas High School. And I remember we was taking family. What was it? Hey, Queen Butt. But what's the class they have you take? What is it? Family life. There's like so there's like a family life class they had us take. And I remember the teacher saying, look at this. And she pointed at something, she was like, that's a baby. And we were like, what? And she was like, yeah, that's a baby. And we were like, do you supposed to be teaching us this? we was like, do you supposed to be teaching us this? So this is what y'all have to understand about if they reverse Roe v. Wade. Okay, they reverse Roe v. Wade, then it'll be up to the Senate, the state to vote on birth control and abortion and things like that. I am bowing out of this situation because, like I said, I'm not a woman. And I, as a man who now have understood that my place as a man is to support a woman, not to tell her what to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to tell her what to do. It should only be between her and her doctor. That's it. That's it. Whatever the fuck she want to do, she go do it. All right. So enough about that. And I'm not. I am pro woman. That's it. That's all. That's what I'm saying. So whatever fuck she want to do is up to her. That's it. Period. So y'all can argue about y'all facts. Somebody asked me what did I think about it yesterday. I said, well, I discuss it and say what I feel about it. And at the end of the day, it is up to her. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she asks me, it's still up to her. All right. Now, like I said, man, we have to understand to start being a little bit more compassionate for everybody. And if you make the choice to be not compassionate for everybody, then you are indoctrinating your beliefs into them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I can't sit up here and say what another person won't do if I fall to the ground. They might kick me, might stump me, which would make me madder if a motherfucker try to stump me or kick me. But I don't believe in it. And there's a lot of things I do believe in. There's a lot of things I don't believe in. There's a lot of things y'all might be like, oh, I don't like that. And I understand that because we all are human. And that's the best thing to being a human being, dog, is having your own personality, ideology, and things. And sometimes I actually forget that. Sometimes I actually forget that, Dre, you are your own entity. You are your own voice. You're your own thing. And the reason why I say this because I find myself sometimes being in situations where I don't even want to ask a motherfucker anything anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't like when it comes to comedy. Like I don't even want to ask nobody shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's the weirdest situation to understand, but it's the truest situation to understand. I really don't want to ask nobody nothing, and I just want to find out for myself or do it myself. If it makes any sense. Because people, number one, everybody ain't your friend. So that's number one. Everybody ain't your friend. Number two is some people don't want to see you next to them. You know what I'm saying? That's like the reason why some of y'all got good jobs and your friends got the same kind of qualities that you have and experience that you have, but they don't have a job. Because some people don't want to see people on their level, next to them, beside them, ahead of them. Everybody ain't on your team. Everybody on your team until you get close to the race. You know what I'm saying? Like the captain of the basketball team love you until the coach start calling your name more than they call his or hers. Then all of a sudden you competition. Every time we are all competition. And this is a competition. This is a competition. Life is a competition. So when you look at the fact of asking people for shit, wanting people to help you with shit, wanting people to talk to you about shit, these motherfuckers don't care. They like who they like. They don't like who they like. They help who they help. They help who they don't. I don't give a shit. And I say this all the time. And I'm very adamant about telling people this. Don't help me because I'm pretty sure you got a lot of people that you want to help out. But if you want to help me, I'm good with that. You know what I'm saying? Like I know nigga people know people for years and they got relationships and real relationships. I don't want to nigga. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense to a lot of y'all, but it makes sense to me. And that's the best thing that it is. My thing is not to get y'all to understand me, but my thing is to get y'all to kind of talk about this, talk about everything that's going on. I got a joke that I did where I was talking about straight guys. I said straight guys fall for the dumbest shit. And I was like, the problem with straight men, we fall for the dumb shit, which is true. Straight men, we fall for the dumb shit. But I was like, gay dudes would never fall for the banana in the tailpipe. And do you know a comic talked to me for 15 minutes over my banana in the tailpipe joke? I was like, man, what do you mean banana? You know what? I was like, oh well, banana in the tailpipe. He was like, oh, that's a gay thing talking about Beverly Hills Cop. No, it's not that. Oh, yes, it is, because that's what, dude, the banana in the tailpipe, if you understand the movie, the banana in the tailpipe is getting distracted from what you're focusing on, right? Axel Foley, if you remember, so let me tell you about the banana and tailpipe thing, because he was like, oh, Damon Wayne gave him the banana. I was like, number one, he bought the fucking bananas, all right? He went to get some fruit, and he had sent lunch out to the team that was telling him, which was Bogomil and Sarge. So they were telling him, and he wanted to get away. And what he did is he took 2 bananas and put it in a muffler. And when they try to go, the car wouldn't go because it was stuck. So he's sitting there like, man, that's a gay thing. I was like, dude, look, what? Number one, I'm not changing my joke. Okay. So that's number one. I'm not gonna change the joke because I am now writing jokes for people to think about what I'm talking about. I said, bro, you just proven to me what you proved to me. He proved to me 2 things. And I'm gonna tell y'all this. And I say this, and I say kiss my ass if you don't like what I'm saying. All right. Every time I try to be myself, a motherfucker always come out and try to change it. You know what I'm saying? Like I had this joke that I did where I was like, I'm gonna try it. I don't do jokes like this. And I was like, well, let me try this joke because I was always a clean comic. So clean comic meant I didn't cuss. Black people will hate on it. They were like, well, you still talk about this. Look, man, I wasn't cussing on stage. Okay. So at one point I wasn't cussing on stage. And what happened is you got these bitter ass comics who can't do what you can do. You know what I'm saying? I'm very versatile. I can do anything. I can do a regular room, clean room. It ain't about that. Funny's funny. Leave it there. So I said, you know, son, I'm gonna try this joke. And I said, it's crazy growing up in the 80s. I said, because you always ran from vans. I said there were so many vans. I was like, y'all, they think women were getting sexual assault. I said, as men, them coaches and them teachers was gunning after us. I'm talking about literally. I was like, the only reason why I didn't get molested is because I was fast. Boom. And I started running. So, and a dude got mad. He got mad. Motherfucker, you gotta be fucked up to say shit like that. I was like, nigga, did you literally just come at me like that? You literally just can't. I said, bro, I never step out and try anything. I never step out and try to just like that's the biggest, son. And I say this, man. At one point, I was just fucking murdering in comedy. I'm destroying in comedy, but I gotta take it back up a level. And the only reason why I was at that level is because I didn't give a fuck but somebody thought about my comedy. I didn't give a fuck what somebody thought about what I was saying at my time on the stage. I don't give a shit. I don't care. Don't care. As soon as I went back to that mentality of not giving a fuck, not caring, then somebody wants to comment and try and say this and say that. And then you're looking like, God damn, bro. I don't say nothing about how you motherfuckers do your comedy. I don't say nothing about what you do. What jokes you say, how you say it, when you say it. This is comedy. This is comedy. Be yourself, have fun. When you on stage, you do you. It don't even matter if they say a racist joke. That is their joke. That is their craft. I let them say what the fuck they want to. It's not me to judge you. Let your audience judge you. That's how I looked at it. That's how I always looked at it. And that's where I'm at. But it's so easy for a motherfucker to come and say something to me. So there's two things neither you are doing, André Mulligan. You are giving people enough comfortability to come to you and critique you. Are you giving motherfuckers the time of the day, say something to you? Don't do it. What's up, cuz? So turn you out, T-Dog. You know what I'm saying? Like we tend to do that, and we care about what other people think because we grow up in a society where they teach us to care about what people think, which is weird. Which is weird. You know why it's weird? And I'm gonna tell you why it's weird. Because they make you give everybody fucking Valentine's gifts during Valentine's Day, not knowing this ain't the real world. I don't know if that makes sense to a lot of y'all, but it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? It's not a real world. It's not a real world. Real world, everybody don't get Valentine's Day gifts because women are scared of what giving the wrong shit to the wrong person would do. It is. I wasn't raised in the 60s, 70s, early 80s. And this paradox of my mom told me this a long time ago, man. My mom told me this, and y'all can go ask y'all mom, whatever nationality, ethnicity you are, go ask your mom and say, Mom, have you seen this before? Dad, have you seen this before? This shit ain't nothing but a spinning wheel, baby. It always comes right back around in the circle. All this shit is the same. And that's why I'm kind of glad I'm speaking on this today, because it actually is a way for me to resonate information to myself and understand to myself, and nigga, all this shit comes around. And one of the things you always understood about you, Dre, is that everything that you get away from you still always comes back to you, but it comes back humbly. It comes back knowing that, hey, son, I was at fault. So Dre, at the end of the day, the best thing you can do, Andre, is step back and let these motherfuckers hang theyself. You know what I'm saying? And I remember my wife. I remember she saying she was doing talking to somebody before, and they had an interview with somebody, and they said the guy was like, I just give him the rope. I don't hang him. That is a term for saying You give them an inch, they'll take a fucking foot. Give them a foot, they'll take a mile. When you allow somebody to come in and critique you, when you allow somebody to open up the door of of I want to say something to you, you open up the door for their bullshit. And if you're not good with that, if you're not comfortable with accepting people's bullshit, it's going to bother you. You know what I'm saying? It's going to take you to a level that you don't need to be on, and it's not there. Andre, you are better than this. Dave Chappelle, we got to get better security, big dog. We got to get security that's going to protect you, but at the same time, it's not going to fucking handicap a person. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel sorry. I feel sorry and I feel upset. And the only reason why I feel upset, like I said, man, I don't like seeing people dismantle because we don't live in a third world country where they do shit like that at. It is dignity and is inhumane to fucking try to harm somebody like that, because if it was an all white band and the cops did that to a black person, would be protesting and rioting about the shit no matter what they did. Oh, y'all was wrong. Y'all shouldn't have did that. Y'all shouldn't have ripped his arm off. Y'all shouldn't have did that. Y'all could have dismantled him. Y'all could have did this. You could have. Are we now taking a book, taking a page out their book and harming motherfuckers like that? That's not what we do, black people. That's not what we do. We don't do this. We might shoot a motherfucker one time, but us as black people, we do not handicap people. We don't do that. And you know what I'm saying? And what's going on right now is that we're fighting fire with fire, which is good, but we don't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to do that because this shit doesn't end well. It doesn't. All this does is make it danger, man. Have you ever seen what happened to a person who loses a fight like that? They better send his ass to jail, because now he gonna come with a bomb next time. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ever lost a fight and couldn't take an ass whooping, what happened to these people? They came back with guns. They came back with knives. They came back with missiles. Because they look, oh man, look the fuck they did. Oh, fuck that. I'm killing the nigga next time. This ain't over, dog. This ain't over. So we as people, we have to understand, man, we can't, hey, y'all, we can't go down that road. We can't go down that road. That's not what we do, black people. That's not what we do. And just as human nature, man. It's human nature, man. So I definitely want to give love and support to any woman out there right now dealing with a situation, whether you're dealing with abortion or trying to get abortion, and it's on hold, it's on trap. I pray for you, and I hope you work it out and figure out what's best for you, and you're allowed to do your thing. Fellas, step up to the fucking plate, man. Step up to the plate. Step up to the fucking plate, man, and quit trying to make decisions that ultimately aren't going to be the best. You know what I'm saying? And I always say this, man. That's the one thing I always will have on my heart that is like a hurt. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about things that you can look at and make you cry, that's one thing that I'd be like, ah, man, that makes me cry. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sorry I'm tearing up, but I think we all kind of deal with it. And you ever been in that situation, or you ever felt that you that you played the wrong card? You know what I'm saying? If you feel you played the wrong card, I think we all have we just all have to take a moment to think and to breathe. And I think if I was to ever go back, I would take a moment to really breathe versus allowing people to talk for you. And that's one thing I can say. It wasn't me, because a lot of men, our moms do this shit. Our moms are the ones that make a lot of decisions, especially when it comes to like abortions and stuff like that. That's not the sons. Now you do have the motherfuckers who do it, but no, it's the parents, the mom. Oh, you did. Oh man. So I want to thank y'all for tuning in today, C Student. And just so y'all know, my C Students in Detention is now available on audio on my Spotify channel, C Students in Detention. Make sure you pull it up. I'll post it, watch the video, share the content. And, hey, I can't force y'all to share my shit. I can't force y'all to like my shit. But what I can do is just keep putting it out there. And when you go back and you read it, you'll be like, hey. So I'm gonna give a comment from Eric Thomas, and he said, it's intensity, not always consistency. You can be consistent on something and still fail, but if you're not intense about it, if that's not what you do, like I woke up this morning, I was on the computer on my Twitter feed looking at shit for like 45 minutes, and then my wife came and said, what the fuck are you doing? What is this? Don't get wrapped up in that. Don't get caught all up in that, because I laid in bed about 7:30. And then I didn't start my podcast till like 8:30. So I wasted an hour of just doing nothing. Doing goddamn nothing. And I know better. I know better. So now I feel like I'm behind, but I'm not, because I got to catch up. But we see the signs. What goes around comes around. I don't want to be doing the same bullshit next year, say, oh man, I gotta catch up. Oh man, it's about fucking getting results now. I follow her more than she follows me, because she is a motivating to me, and she is my mentor. Man, y'all can have female mentors. My wife is my mentor, so it's and hopefully, I'm her mentor to a certain extent. But if you gotta make sure you find some kind of direction, some way to go, and you gotta understand, that sometimes it's better just to take a word and listen to people. All right, so I want to thank y'all for tuning in this morning. C Students in Detention. We are out this bitch, and you guess what?